Hey everybody, I'm David Shamiri. I want to tell you a little bit about HowClip, so let's dive right in. When you create those subcategories, the subcategory is like a vessel for other creators to show how they do it. So say you're an engineer, electrical engineer, and there's a very specific thing that you do and you see another user do it, but they do it a different way and you have another way of doing it. So, and then the third person has a third way of doing it. So in that vessel, you have experts showing three different ways how to do a specific thing. So if you're a learner and you want to be an expert at that very specific thing, you just got expertise from experts and learned how to do it three ways. So your learning is accelerated greatly in that very specific component. I started building the website, the design for it, how it would be implemented, how it would make it improve process for the learners, but also which in turn creates a easier process for the teachers as well if they're able to teach more effectively. So that's the idea behind it. And the concept behind the more specific subcategories is you start from a higher tier level. So it'll be a very general category. Then it'll go more specific. Like you can start at sports, then it goes into baseball, then it goes to offense for baseball, then maybe hitting for baseball. And then from hitting, it's further broken down into subcategories. So if you need a very specific subcategory, there's a path to finding it versus just searching terms and not knowing if it's there or not and having to search a whole bunch of things. So instead, you can either know it's there or not. And if it's not there, then you know that that content is not on the internet. So that creates an opportunity, if you do know that topic, to cover that topic. And that creates infrastructure where every topic is covered. And if there is a specific topic that a learner wants and is not available, they can create that subtopic and that demand can be met by it being filled. So that's the benefit of the infrastructure of HowClip. That's primarily the thing. And also, it's a different business model. So a lot of these schools have you sign up for just the entire platform. So you're getting, it's like signing up to a library. You have access to all the books where you don't care about 99% of the things in the library. You want very specific topics. So it's a method to just sell the clips directly. So if there's very specific content that's very sought after and you worked a long time to develop that specific area of expertise, then you can set that price higher. If it's a general thing that you just have your way of doing, then you can have it free or set a lower price. And also, when you create those subcategories, it creates a opportunity. The subcategory is like a vessel for other creators to show how they do it. So say you're an engineer, electrical engineer, and there's a very specific thing that you do and you see another user do it, but they do it a different way and you have another way of doing it. So, and then the third person has a third way of doing it. So in that vessel, you have experts showing three different ways how to do a specific thing. So if you're a learner and you want to be an expert at that very specific thing, you just got expertise from experts and learned how to do it three ways. So your learning is accelerated greatly in that very specific component. Maybe you're a pediatrician and or a veterinarian. So that's specialized things. And it's more specific than just general topics. So it's specified to very specific topics for experts, but also can serve beginners as well. So that's the premise. That's the inception is my need for it, and that's the direction. So eventually it can lead to a lot of different topics, and the infrastructure will kind of blanket every topic there is in the world. So instead of you Googling something and hoping it comes up on the first page, uh, on top of the front top page being ads, you want to find those specific things. And this gives you a finite path to finding it or it not being there. So it's not like a shot in the dark trying to find something. obviously Google is fast to find something very general and quick, and there's a lot of content out there. But another problem is there's too much content out there. So you're not finding those specific things you're looking for. You're putting in a bunch of different search terms, and sometimes you don't even know what you don't know. So if you look at the subcategory area, you'll see a listing of the subcategories, and you'll learn just by seeing what the subcategories of a specific category is. So if you're interested in law, and you see all the subtopics in law, and you learn, oh wow, there's maybe 30 subtopics and you didn't know 10 of them. So there you go, you learn that those 10 subtopics are within that higher level topic. So that's learning in it of itself as well, the subtopic structure. So and then once you can dig deeper, and then we can just keep creating more granular tiers of subcategories depending on how in depth those topics go. So that's a component of the categorization, the value of HowClip, and what it's going to do for the learning community. What I do professionally is I do finance at technology companies primarily currently. I have my MBA. I started in 2017 with the idea, probably a little bit earlier, but I started developing the website around 2017. I took about a year break, and I've been working on it more full time lately. And the concept is basically, I would go on YouTube and different how-to websites, and I would have difficulty finding very specific things. So I would search terms like a specific Excel function, and I couldn't find it specifically. So I would have to sit through like 10-minute videos, and hopefully I would find that specific portion. And I thought there should be a better way to find very specific things within larger categories. So that was the primary idea behind HowClips. We are in the growth stage and heading towards great things. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions, suggestions. I'll leave my social medias below the links. Feel free to direct message me. And again, thank you so much.